Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if that's your first time here. And this video is gonna be about why and how did I apply for a design grad school, as well as my thoughts on the whole journey of the application, which is very complicated, but I think it's worth talking about. First, and that's the most important thing, why did I decide to apply for a grad school program? Well, that's like largely influenced by my parents. I was thinking about like just going back to China and start working because, you know, graphic design is a major, I think, that's not so hard to find a basic job. But my parents did say that if you want to come back to China and work, it's better if you get a good master's degree, because a lot of positions, they probably require a minimum degree. Also, if I'm from like a renowned grad school, it would add to my resume. And I thought that definitely makes a lot of sense. If dad and mom, you're watching,
谢谢你们的指点。
that's like really important step for me to actually even start researching different kinds of design grad schools. But the actual reason that I finally decided to start my application process is because I am from the journalism school at UNC, which is a great school. However, it doesn't have an emphasis on graphic design. It doesn't even have a track. So there's no way for me to acquire any formal design training on theories. And during the application process, I did see a lot of works from other design school students, which I was like, wow. What I do is just the most basics of graphic design, and I really need to work harder to match the industry standard of a great graphic designer. So that's kind of my biggest motivation. Then we're on to the second step, which is choosing which schools to apply for. I only chose to apply for the schools that I really want to get in and really fits my career goal.
Well, that being said, I still apply for 10 schools, so.
I did apply for one school in the UK, which I was just like taking a shot. And the other 9 schools that I applied for are SVA, Art Center, Yale, RISD, VCU, CCA, MICA, SAIC, and SCAD. Some of the programs are more commercial, some are more research-based, some are more academic, others focus on techniques, which you need to do your own research. I don't specifically have a preference among these programs. I think any type of formal education in design will definitely benefit myself, so I apply for all of them. So if you are also planning to apply for art school, definitely do your research and find out programs that suits you and will help you the most in achieving your career goals, because all the programs differ hugely from each other, and it'll just be sad if you get into a program and chose to go there and later found out that it doesn't really fit your goal. And the third part is preparing your portfolio, which is the hardest part for me to do. While I'm talking, I will showcase my portfolio here just for reference. So as I've said, I'm not from a professional design background, so even though I have some internship and work experience, I don't have any passion projects. I only have classwork and client works, which doesn't really show my ability of taking the initiative to create something that I'm really passionate about and what topics I really care about. So to compensate for that, I did look for a lot of other students or designers' works, and mostly are from the student portfolios from the schools that I'm applying for, just to see, you know, how my competitors are doing, and probably more importantly, what are the school's admission standards. So I try to match my portfolios, my pieces, with that standard. A very important tip that I want to give you is definitely take the opportunity to go to portfolio days. I think I went to 3 of the 4 portfolio day events. I scheduled portfolio review sessions with professors and admission officers from different schools. Basically, like, they have 10 to 15 minutes to briefly look at my portfolio and give me feedback. And one of the most important things that happened during a portfolio day is when I was meeting the program coordinator, or just someone from Pratt. He directly told me, don't apply for our school. SVA will like your portfolio. And it turns out to be true. I was like,
这位大佬，你拿了预言家的牌吗？
He basically said that their program is too philosophical for me, where my projects are more based in reality and responding to actual needs of the audience. I think I received in total about 4 to 5 interviews, and after interview is the wait time. Very painful, but just be patient. The results will come finally, and you will now have the liberty to choose from the schools that you get in. And now it's the time for my final decision. This is how my results look like. I got accepted into SVA, CCA, SAIC, Art Center, and SCAD. Among those, Art Center and SCAD offered some generous scholarship. MICA and VCU waitlisted me, but by that time I was already accepted by schools that I like more. And surprise, surprise, I was rejected by RISD and Yale. But anyways, the results are actually better than I had expected. My background isn't strong, I don't have tons of work experience, I don't have a coach guiding me through the whole process, but thanks to my hard work, I got into multiple amazing design programs, and in the end, I have decided to attend SVA's MFA design program. They have a great course structure and amazing teachers who work in the field of design and can offer a lot of connections. One of another important theme of their program is entrepreneurship, which just fits my goal perfectly because my dream career is to establish my own studio, so their course will definitely benefit that. I also just generally like New York City. That was a lot. So here are my final thoughts. I just really want to thank my parents for being probably the most supportive. Parents gave me the freedom to choose whatever programs I like, and they encouraged me to take my design one step further, which is a push that I now really appreciate. But to be 100% honest with y'all, the application process during last year, that several months, is probably the most stressful time ever since my birth. It gave me so much pressure because I was always comparing myself to other people and feeling like I'm not good enough and worrying about me not getting into any school that I applied for. Plus, I had been under quarantine at my dorm for almost a year by that time without going back home and seeing my parents, my grandparents, which makes me really sad. My mental health in general was just at its lowest. It's just hard. Fortunately, I'm the kind of person who is usually resilient to high pressure, so I didn't have any breakdown. But anyways, the results are quite good, proving myself that I have more potential and talent than I had thought. So my final advice for you all out there trying to apply for grad school, college, work, whatever it is, please start early. Just try your best and let things flow naturally. Don't stress over those uncontrollable things and take it easy. You will thank yourself later. Alrighty, so this is my whole journey of applying for a design grad school. If nothing goes wrong, I will be seeing you in New York City next fall. But before that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!